Hey everybody, how's it going? As you can see on the screen, we have an amazing collab coming to Monster Strike. It features none other than Mickey Mouse from Disney. Let me just start off by saying, wow, X-Flag, Mixie, how much money are you spending on this collab? This you don't see Disney sharing their, top tier characters for many other games. I mean, I was floored when I first heard this. I'm sure a lot of you out there was as well. And I mean, they aren't playing around with the characters that they are going to be bringing to this collab. So as you can see, timing it. By the time this video comes up, let's see, what noon Japan time is. What is that, 8 p.m. so it should come slightly after this video goes up, I think, if I got it correct, which I could have wrong, but let's hope not. And the gacha at least will last until September 29th, Saturday, 11:59 a.m. The quests do tend to last, I think, a little bit longer beyond that, but don't dilly-dally on that. So as for the gacha, yes, it is a gacha, real money gacha. It's not a Dream Shawl style hatcher, which I know a few people thought it might be. But as you can see, we've got Chippendale, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck for the 5-star monsters, and Goofy, Pluto wrapping up the 4-star gacha monsters. Now, there are stats for the gacha monsters, so we will go over those real quickly. Actually, I think I just saw a tweet from Chas about Donald Duck, so let me just check on that. And okay, Donald Duck is going to be paired with Daisy. They've got an orchestra theme going. Bounce and balance ability is null gravity barrier with Mafuji, which is Demon's Bane, if you remember from the American version, and that does Slayer damage against demons and I want to say demon mancers. I never can remember that properly, but it's the one that has 2 different types of Slayers on it in one. On the gauge, you'll see no warp for Daisy and Donald. The luck skill is a guide, which is pretty nice. The strike shot is delaying all enemies hit by the number of enemies hit. So if you remember from the Marvel Tsum Tsum collab, Spider-Man Ascended form has that ability. And normally you only get to delay a monster by 3 turns. And whether you hit 1, 2, 5, 8, 10, it was always 3 turns. However, this strike shot should go beyond that. And that's why these strike shots are really nice. And I don't think we've seen it applied to anybody else except for Ascended Spider-Man Tsum Tsum. Could be wrong, but at least from my memory, that's what I can recall. Bump combo for the Orchestra, Donald, and Daisy is Energy Circle L. Big Energy Circle. Nice. Next is Chippendale, and Chas did just update that through the Twitter. And let's see, we got Regen, Water Slayer on the main ability. So since it's on the main ability, the bump combo should be taking advantage of that Elemental Slayer, which is nice. It is a speed type bounce. On the gauge, we've got null block and strike shot reducer. The strike shot is a meteor follow-up on all enemies hit. It does specifically say acorn, so you should see that nice acorn effect drop down on all of the enemies. It is a 30-turn strike shot, confirmed through the Twitter of Chas, and that will be right, Tribe Pulse for the bump combo. And like I said earlier, since the Slayer is on the main, should take advantage of that extra damage. Now, of course, the prize of the gacha features Mickey and Minnie in the Evo form. This form is a Pierce Balance type. The ability is null damage wall with strike shot reducer and come on, music. On the gauge is super null warp, which means the more warps there are on stage, the higher the damage is going to be for Mickey here in the Evo form. Strike Shot is reveal all weak points and increase the effectiveness of the weak points. And that is a first here. Usually you get one or the other. It is not often you see, no, it's never been seen where you have both of them on the same Strike Shot. So this is pretty impressive. The Strike Shot is on a 30 turn count, but Strike Shot Reducer is on the main, so you know, you don't have to worry about missing. Just make sure you hit your friendly units to reduce the Strike Shot count, and that can prove to be very darn powerful. Bump combo is the yo-yo one, so there's a little string and then a yo-yo at the end, moves around randomly, and as the string crosses other enemies or the yo-yo part hits enemies, you'll impart damage that way. You know, you want to try and take advantage of it like in a corner, because it won't go off screen, so that'll maximize your time on the battlegrounds. And if you're behind the boss and in the corner, that's probably the best way to dish out the most damage from that bump combo. And yeah, 30 turn Strike Shot. For Anniversary Mickey, this one I think is what the broken one is, but we've got Pierce Balance still. The ability is Minesweeper M with null damage roll, and the gauge is a Recovery M. And they just uploaded the video for Evo and Ascended Mickey, and the gauge for this is not insane, so don't worry about that. It was very much manageable. But the important thing here is the Strike Shot. Strike Shot is nulls, damage walls, barriers, warps, mines, and is a command Strike Shot. So this is the one where you don't have to hit your enemies, you just point and everybody moves. Wow. Now there are some few things here on the screen. I don't have it, but they did say it was a 24 turn Strike Shot, so it's not a 30 turn Strike Shot, which I was expecting because it was, you know, A plus B, and that B being a command Strike Shot. I thought it would be pretty high, but it's only 24 turns. However, it didn't look like the speed boost for any of the members was very high, so it looked standard. But based on the comments of the video, it looks like there is a 50% bonus attack for all members, which is pretty decent, I think, for a command Strike Shot. And the other question is whether or not your friendly units will get the null gravity barrier null. So normally when you have a command Strike Shot, only most of the abilities are already nulled by default. However, gravity barrier is not one of them unless that character has it on their main. Now, since this is a combined Strike Shot, I'm not sure if it's only for Mickey here, who gets that null gravity barrier, or all of the allies that you move through the Strike Shot will also get that null. We'll have to see once somebody is able to use Mickey. I'm sure somebody will check the moment the gacha is out and they figure that use Ascended Mickey, but it's an interesting thought. I don't think that's gonna happen just because it's gonna be OP, but then again, it is a collab character, so maybe they'll just break all the rules for that. It wouldn't be the first time, right? So yeah, those are the gacha characters for the Disney collab. Now there are two more characters. We've got Goofy and Pluto. Chas just uploaded a picture of Goofy here, so it's not on screen, I'm sorry, but I will read it out. So Goofy has no gravity barrier, no wind, and on the gauge has a shield breaker. Haven't seen that in a while, I feel like. The bump combo is it looks like D'Artagnan Strike Shot bump combo, so you know, you hit it and then it follows with that hose attack and just like follows along as you move around. The Strike Shot is okay, it's the Kabedon one, where so each time you hit the wall you increase power, and oh my god, it's a command Strike Shot. Am I reading that? 壁にバウンすればするほど攻撃をアップ and 味方を動かし Yeah! So it is a... Wow. It's a wall attack increase. Every time you hit the wall, you increase power and you move your friendly units. This is a command strike shot. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And Pluto is Minesweeper M, Drone Breaker, and Gauge is Super Null Orb. Strike Shot is... So it throws a bone at the nearest enemy and speeds up. So must be something special there. The bump combo is the Chokyo Kansu Kaksan. So it's like a piercing spread shot, EL5. Okay. Wow. That is very interesting. Okay. Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see that during my video, but that's pretty helpful, I'm sure. On top of that, there are going to be event characters. The event characters for this collab are featuring Monster Strike characters in Disney outfits. Again, I'm not that surprised. You don't want... I'm pretty sure Disney did not want to see their characters getting killed, defeated, hurt in any way. So we've just got Monster Strike monsters taking up that role. And I think that is amazing because the characters that they've used for this are superb. As you can see here, for water, we have Kill Lyra in... I don't know, what's ocean? I'm guessing maybe Little Mermaid, so maybe the Ursula role? I don't know. Next, we've got, as we've seen earlier, we got Pandora in the Maleficent role. Pandora is a wood type here, so don't get fooled by the purple you see. For the light monster, we've got Bach taking up the Captain Hook role from Peter Pan. This art is amazing. Yes, love it. For the 4-5 Savage quest, we've got John Manjaro taking up the Jafar costume there. Love that. And in the 5th slot, we've got Dear Lotta taking up the... This should be Snow White, I think, right? The Wicked Witch in Snow White. You got that mirror on the wall. These designs are amazing. I might actually do a 90 luck of the 4-5 star monsters too. They just very charming and love the effort that Mixie puts into their collabs, especially for this Mickey collab. Now, there is something called a Mickey Bingo that's going to be added to this, and don't worry, this is not going to be like the Jades. It's just a simple mission board that you can clear to gain extra drops, and the drops for this quest are going to feature Huey, Dewey, and Louie. You can see this evolved form there on the left. Now, how this works is you're going to get a panel of missions, and the missions are going to be completely random. So my board is going to be completely different from your board, which is going to be completely different from your friend's board. And as you can see, you can click a panel, and on the top, it'll tell you what mission you need to clear to get a drop of Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Boop. Once you get a bingo, you'll get additional in-game rewards, and we'll go over that later. But once you complete a board, there's actually a second board behind it, and do it one more time, and you'll get additional rewards that way. You don't have to clear all the missions to get a max luck Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but of course, since there are rewards based on the bingos you get, you actually probably do want to finish this entire challenge. Now, what are the missions? I know not all of you can read Japanese, so why don't I help you out there? Of course, SF has already translated this on the wiki. I do believe we synced up properly. You know, I didn't copy what he said exactly, so if there's any difference, I'm sorry, but at least there is a wiki page that you can use for your advantage. But the first board here, you've got, you know, basically clear the stage on extreme, clear it on savage, clear the 4-5 stars on both of those difficulties, and on the right you'll see how many drops you get. So there are multiples you can get for clearing a single mission. There's some simple ones where you just need to evolve and max level the extreme characters. 14 through 17 are pretty straightforward, right? clear with multiplayer, clear without continuing, just do turtle quests, play multiplayer. And 18 and 19 basically are saying make sure you clear the Savage quest with you as a host or doing it solo. And last but not least, just log in. If you do the math on the right side, that is only a total of 66 for that first board. So by necessity, if you do want to max luck Huey, Dewey, and Louie, you do need to complete the first board. But I mean, look at the rewards on the right. There are pretty good incentives to do that. You got Max Stones, Charles, Max Peas, Continuum Mins, Stamina Mins, Divine Charles. Love those. I need more of those for sure. You got Dragon Gems, a Tokudama, which is a free pull. That's always good, right? It doesn't guarantee anything again, but a free pull is always good. And of course, last but not least, we've got 5 orbs, which everybody loves, right? But like I was saying, you do need to finish the the first board before you can access the second board. And another thing that you need to keep in mind as you're clearing this is that even if you complete any of these missions on the second board, you need to have unlocked the second board first. Did that make sense? I think so. Let me say that one more time. Even if you clear a mission that's listed here, you need to have started the second bingo board before it actually counts. Right? So just keep that in mind. Don't try and do the stages with a collab character before you open this up and be like, oh, why isn't it cleared yet? I already did it. Because it wasn't open yet. Okay? Keep that in mind. So yeah, 1 through 5 is just basically clearing all the event stages with a collab character in your team. 6 through 8 is just making sure you clear it 10 times on the highest level. 9 through 11, clear it with an S rank. 12, just do any impossible quest, and I do believe it includes anything in the library. So even if you're just starting, like the Disney characters really lured you in, all you have to do is go to the library. I guess if your level is high enough. But you can do a simple quest, and you can join in on as a guest. 13 through 18, you see there's a little bit of a yellow tinge on the left side. There are specific conditions you need to adhere to clear these quests. Now, it doesn't seem like they are on the website right now. It does say you can check them in-game when the board is up. So you probably want to keep tabs on the wiki page there, because I'm probably not going to make another video just for that. But do keep in mind that you need to do something special with your team to handle those. 19, 20, 21, 22, straightforward. Clear multiplayer, clear collab quests, S rank with Huey, Dewey, and Louie in your team. S rank 10 times, collab quests, and 23 and 24 are just logins. But take a look at the rewards on the right. The number of bingos you get for the second board gives you much more awesome drops. You got stand-up ins, more orbs, continuum in, the instant send gem, another Tokudama. You get 2 potential berries, a total of 10 orbs if you get enough bingos here. And probably the most important one at the end is that Waku Waku stick, making sure you can transfer 1 able berry to another monster, which it's a pretty rare commodity. Maybe not as much since you can get it once a month with the Jades too, but this should be pretty easy. And if you check the total, that was 48 on this side, so you could get 66 from the first board and 48 on the second, which is a total of 114. Yep, 114. So it does go over by 15, but again, your goal is probably to get the full bingo board covered so you can get that Waku Waku stick, or at least the 10 orbs from this board. So I'd suggest finishing them all just for that sake. And for the most part, you can clear these stages as a guest, joining in others. So if you're finding some trouble with that, maybe hop onto Line, hop onto Discord, hop onto Game With, and try and take advantage of friendlies or stranger games. But yeah, that is it. Again, the collab should start in a few hours from the time this video gets uploaded. If you're watching later in the day, maybe it's already started. Go start having fun with the Disney collab. I will be pulling a decent amount on this. I feel like, just like, you know, the Star Wars collab, having these English, I guess it's hard to say it's English focused, but the fact, you know, it's Disney has a lot more punch in it. And, you know, having a Mickey Mouse in my box, that sounds pretty awesome. Now, I should temper my expectations. Probably not gonna get it, right? No. My luck has been so bad, so I'm sure I'm not gonna get it. Yeah. All right, but let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Leave a comment in the comments area, and I'll answer them as soon as possible. If you are looking for the latest and greatest news of Monster Strike, you should follow ENG Monst. Me and SF are always trying to do our best to update you with the latest information there. And of course, I am almost always there live to translate the news as it happens. If you just care about this channel, thank you. Twitter has ScottNackYT, which you can follow to see whenever I uploaded a new video. And of course, there's that subscribe button with the bell to let you know when that happens via YouTube. All right, that was a long video, but that was a lot to go through. Hopefully it's helpful for you, and I hope you have a lot of fun with the Mickey Mouse collab. I'm sure I will too. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.